Hi guys, I'm Mark Linus. I'm a marketer and I want to go through this plan that I have for motorcycle dealerships. I had this idea for a long time now. I've worked 2 years ago with a car dealership, brought in a ton of leads, and we'll go into the strategy a bit later. But now I want to talk to you about this idea that I have, this concept. Not a concept. I tested it out, the strategy, on the car dealership. It worked. So now I want to bring it to motorcycle dealerships. I want to integrate all of this AI stuff that's been popping up in the last 2 years, I believe. And now I think it's at the point that you can use it really, really good, create automations that are out of this world, and just, create a kick-ass strategy for dealerships in my case. Now, I've worked with a car dealership, as I said, in Romania. They were selling luxury cars. I presented a few cars for them. I presented for the dealership. So I worked as a social media manager and brand ambassador. I've built the PPC strategy for them and then the analytics side as well, qualifying people and seeing how many of them are qualified and year after year, how does this improve? So I don't want to go into further details, but I want to go right into the subject. So I've came up with the idea to go to the motorcycle market just because motorcycles are gaining a huge traction on the market. And I did here a research using ChatGPT, of course. Now, I told him, you are a market analyst, and I need to find out the trend of motorcycle sales in the last 5 years. And as you can see, COVID happened, sales just went down, of course. And then in 2024, the market showed signs of recovery with a 5.1% increase in sales during the first half of the year, only the first half of the year. Now, if we go further, we can see here the global outlook is projected to grow from $84 billion to $119 by 2032. That's a growth rate of 6.5%, which is amazing. So if you can get only 0.2% of that growth, you can make a lot of money as a motorcycle dealership. And I think that is the goal. I think it will increase year by year, this percentage and the sales as well, of course. And let's see what's the plan here. So first of all, I want to do this market research, right? I want to see the trend of sales. I want to be able to present in front of the dealerships, the motorcycle dealerships, that there's an increase in motorcycles year after year. And then I want to present them the strategy that I used for car dealerships. And I want to sell them on the infrastructure marketing services that I do. So basically, I build an infrastructure for them. I go into their target audience. I see where the target audience is, what platforms they use, and then start doing organic and paid campaigns based on that until the conversion point. So we can work on the offer, we can work on the messaging, we can work with micro influencers. So it doesn't matter the marketing strategy that we use. If you have a whole marketing infrastructure in place, then you rock, because you have a plan that you can focus on and just optimize based on that plan. First, I asked ChatGPT to give me the market trends. Next time, told him for the European market, what is the trend? And I've seen that the major countries like Germany, Italy, France, and the UK and Spain accounted for about 80% of motorcycle registrations. This is in 2020. Sorry. So if we go to 2024, then we're going to see that highest level in over 25 years with total sales across 38 countries amounting to 2.6 million units. Turkey emerged as the largest market with sales up by 36.3%, followed by Italy and France and Germany. Now, the market projections for Europe are, the growth rate is 5.34%, and then all of this is held by on-road motorcycles segment, which is pretty great because it really combines with my passion of motorcycles. I got my motorcycle license 2 years ago. I've ridden a couple of times. I do not own my own motorcycle, but I watch YouTube like crazy. And I'm obsessed with motorcycles. I really want to own one day, but till then I'm going to use my friends. So yeah, if you're interested in motorcycles, drop a like below. So yeah, going into it. Okay. I also asked ChatGPT what does he predict for the year 2025, overall sales, And then he said there's a great electric motorcycle expansion. I don't know what to say about this because there is an increase, but I don't think the people are ready for electric motorcycles, being that combustion engine motorcycles are really, really awesome. And you can go a long distance. I don't know where you fit that much of a battery in a motorcycle that will be able to compete with a combustion engine. So, but until then, we're gonna see what happens. So this is basically ChatGPT's opinion. He says there's a shift in consumer preferences, and electric motorcycle expansion. So you have adventure and touring bikes, which are the most popular because long distance travel and outdoor adventures, of course. Urban and commuter bikes, this is really amazing because I saw an increase in electric scooters. Now I believe in that because they're urban, you don't have to go long mileage. And I believe this electric scooters are a better mode of transportation in the city. And then you have the premium segment growth, which is the luxury market. I will try to penetrate the luxury market. That is my plan eventually. But I think in the long run, there are more dealerships that need, I think, advertising and marketing expertise in terms of the middle ground market, right? Let's call it like that, so we don't call it middle class. Okay. It says here a little bit about impact of technology. I don't really care about that. Supply and chain stabilization. Yeah, emerging players, Asian influence, and new startups. We have the Chinese company CF Moto, which they just exploded in European markets. And in the US, I heard they're starting to be liked. So, but I don't know what to say. I really prefer KTM and then Suzuki. And on the third, I think I would go with Aprilia. But as my first motorcycle, I plan to own an Aprilia Tuono 660. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, challenges to watch. This is really great because what I do is when I go work with the company, I see the main reasons that the company could basically fail, right? And based on those, in terms of marketing, and based on those principles and based on those ideas and on that research, we start building the marketing strategies that we need in place to solve those bottlenecks, right? So the company doesn't fail, because that's the main goal of the company. Don't fail and then scale, right? Okay, I told him to create like a presentation here. This is from the last update of ChatGPT, I believe. So it starts creating a sheet for you, a separate document where it's under a presentation, and it's like a thesis. It's really interesting. Yeah, and then I told him to create a presentation for motorcycle dealerships, and my goal is to sell them marketing infrastructures. So basically what I did first time was create a document that would have all the marketing trends and everything just underlined. And then he changed this document into a marketing infrastructure document presenting marketing infrastructures. How would I go into the dealerships and what is the marketing plan behind it? That it was not a great idea, but still. All right. This is the first part. So the plan is build this marketing trend, build a presentation, build the infrastructure for them based on the car dealership. And then we go into the market. We start creating the accounts that we need. We start email outreach. And then, maybe even LinkedIn outreach, because I want to use Apollo for finding these type of dealerships. And then we can start DMing too. So I'm going to use different strategies for this. So, okay, now that you know what it's all about, I hope you're interested, and we'll go on and see you in the second video. Take care.